Viewers, this is your Atifa Ramis from StartMart. Yes, I hope that all of you are doing safe and good. So today we are going to talk about a topic, time. Yes, now this is a very important topic, like usually the same thing I'm going to say. It's a very important topic. So this is for the children who are grade 6 upwards, both national and Cambridge syllabus. So we are going to do a long lesson today. So I hope that you don't miss anything in this video because this is totally related to time. So whatever you get in terms of time, it's included in this video. So please don't skip the video. Just watch the whole thing. And if you have not subscribed my channel, please do subscribe, like, and share with your friends. So come, let's go into the lesson. All right, viewers. Now first we will see what are we going to learn today. Yes, we are going to learn about time, but in time, what are we going to learn? What are the things which is going to get included in this topic? Okay, there are 4 things what we are going to do today. One is identify the months, years, decades, centuries, millennium as units of time. So these are the terms what we are going to do. Now, usually when it comes to month and years, we all of us know. But today, additional to that, we are going to learn what is a decade, what is a century, and what is a millennium. And also, we are going to talk about a leap year and also the relationship between units of time. It's like, you know, there are some other units of time, like when you take seconds, minute, hours. So we are going to include them in our discussion, and also we are going to see how to add and subtract units of time. So the first one and the last one that I'm talking about is decade, centuries, millennium, and add and subtract is a bit difficult. Like, you know, you have to really focus on it, but the other two are a little easy. So as I told you before, don't skip anything, just go with the flow. Okay, so come, let's move. So first we'll talk about units of time. So when it comes to units of time, the first thing that we are learning is the month, the term months. Now we all know what are months is. I don't have to waste my time explaining what are months. We have 12 months in a year starting from January to December. And then we have year. Now, what is the year we are in now? Yes, we are in 2021. So years is a different story that, you know the year you were born, you know the year you were joined school, you know the year your sister was born or whatever. Okay. So the other one, what you're going to do is the main important part here. I mean, one of the main important part, which is a decade. A decade is a time period of 10 years. Now, it sounds easy, right? It sounds easy that decade is a 10 years of time. Right now, if you are 30-year-old, which means you have lived 3 decades. I'm sorry, 3 decades, right? Now, if your parents are 50 years old, they have lived for 5 decades, right? That sounds easy, but that's not the way you're going to get questions. Now look at this, a whole lot of definitions which comes here, right? Now look at this. They have given you a time period of AD 1 to AD 10. So you all must be knowing why do we use this word. I mean the letters AD. It shows you that the calendar what we use is mostly AD after the Christ. Okay, so it goes as AD. Sorry. So AD 1 to AD 10 is called the first decade, and AD 11 to AD 20 is called second decade. Now this is just theory I have given you here, but this is not the way you will get the question. The question you will get is, they will give you a number, they will give you a particular year and tell you, name the decade. Which decade is it? Okay, which decade is it? Now to find that, now can you see I have highlighted this in green. So that is what I'm going to show you how you find this. Listen to this point, children. The time period of 1811 to 1820. So they want you to write which decade it is. To find that, you just simply cut the last 0 and the number which is here, 182. That is the decade. See, 182nd decade. Same as it is applies here. Now, if they ask you, what is the decade between 1951 to 1960? You cut the 0 here and they take this 196, which is 196th decade. Okay, now look at this question. Now we are in 2021. Now presently we are living in 2021. So if you are asked to write the decade of 2021, don't go to cut this one. Okay, what you have to do is from 2021, you have to add 10 and write the year here, that is 2030. You simply add 9, that's enough. The reason why we are adding 9 is already 2021 is 1 year. Okay, now shall we start counting? If you really have a doubt, we'll solve the problem here itself. 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 10 years, right? So 2030. After you write 2030, cut the 0, then it's 203rd decade. So your answer has to be 203rd decade. Okay, clear? Now here, the next which I'm going to do the millennium, century, everything is easy. Only the decade is a problem. Okay, decade is the only confusing part. So I hope it is clear for you. If they give you a year, you start with that year for 10 years, you move 10 years. That 10th year, you cut the 0 and write the other numbers. Now here, if you cut the 0, it's 203. So 203rd decade. That's all. If you remember that, that's enough. Okay, now let's move to the century. Century is a time period of 100 years. That is from AD 1 to AD 100 is the first century. AD 1 to 1900 is the 19th century. In this case, what you do is you cut 2 zeros. And then you get 19th century. Okay, now we are in 2021. All right, children, we are in 2021. So 2021 is in between 2001 to 2100. Still, we did not pass 2100. Did we? No, we did not pass 2100. Still, we are in 21. Okay, so in that case, we are in the 21st century. Okay, still we are living in the 21st century. So if you were born after 2001, you are a 21st century baby. Remember like that. But if you were born before that, you were, like we'll say you were born in after 1901, between this time of period 1901 to 2000. If you were born between this years, you are in the 19th century. Okay, so that is how you check. Okay, the next one will go to the millennia. Millennium is a very long time. This is like 1,000 years. Okay, so we have only 3 topics, 3 examples to see there. Like 1 to 1000 is the first millennium, 1001 to 2000 is the second millennium. So obviously, you know, 2001 to 3000 will be the third millennium. Then we are living in the third millennium. We have not completed. Okay, we have only completed 2 millenniums. Okay, so now see, I have given you a small activity here. This chart is a very important chart. Like if you are able to complete this, it's like you have understood decade, century, and millennium. Now you can assure that you have understood the whole thing. Okay, right? So now below this video in the comments, I mean before the comments, there's the description box. In the description box, I have given my mail ID. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can always mail me. And also, if you can, I mean, do this worksheet which I have displayed here. Like, you know, what you have to do is, I'll just explain you one. Here it's 1856, right? So you have to find which decade is it, which century it is, and which millennium it is. Okay, now 1856 means, so it has to be 1851 to 1860, right? That's how it has to go. So you cut the last 0. So 186th decade. You don't have to write in words itself. You can just write it like this. And century. Same thing. You write the years like, if you write the years like that, you will not make a mistake. Cut the last 2 zeros and write the century. So try doing this worksheet and take a picture of it. And if you are unable to put in the comment section, you can mail it to me. I have attached my mail ID below this video. Below in the description box, you get the mail ID. Okay, so just to make easy for you. So next, we'll move to the next one, which is a leap year. Now, leap year is something that you would have definitely heard about it. So leap year is a year which has 366 days. Usually a year has 365 days, but a leap year has 366 days. So it comes like every 4 years. Okay, it comes. That's why I'll say the only difference it makes is on a leap year, February will have 29 days, whereas in other time it will have 28 days. So that's why they say if you were born in February 29th, you will have exact birthday only in once in 4 years. Okay, so now in your question, they are not going to ask you, okay, what is the difference between a leap year and normal year and all that. Only thing what they're going to ask you is they might give you a year. They can give you a particular year and ask you whether it is a leap year or not. Okay, the question can simply be, they will just give you an year and ask you whether it is a leap year or not. Sorry. All what you have to do is see whether the year which is given is divisible by 4. If it is divisible by 4, it is a leap year. If it is not divisible by 4, it is not a leap year. Okay, come, let's do that. Now look at this. They want you to find for 2004. So we'll check whether 2004 is divisible by 4. Okay, exactly, without a reminder. Yes, you can divide. So it is a leap year. So like this, you divide and check if it is if it divides by 4, exactly by 4, which means it is a leap year. If not, it's not. Simple as that. Okay. And then we'll move to the next one. Like I told you, there are further units of time like seconds, minutes, hour, day, months, year, leap year. So these are the simple things that you have to memorize. You have to keep it in mind. So these are not very difficult, and the day-to-day life we use this, like 60 minutes, 1 hour and all that. So we'll see how we are going to apply this into the question. So I have given you 2 types of question. The first type is give the following in months and days, which is already in days. 225 days. So first you have to change the days into months. So days and months, how much it can be 30, it can be 31, but when you do this kind of activity, just keep in mind it's 30. Don't confuse with 31, just keep it in your mind, it's 30. Okay, so if it is 225, so first thing what you do is this 225, you have to see how many 30s are there. Okay, so you see 30, 30s are 60, another 30, 90, another 30, 120, another 30, 150, another 30, 180, another 30, 210. So the other one cannot be because there's only 15 balance. What is the balance? Now from here we stop 210, but the total days are 225. So how much the remaining numbers you have? 50. So 210 days and 15 days. 210 days is how many months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. So the answer is 7 months and 15 days. Let me do another one for you. 200 days. What you do is write 30. Okay, I'm giving you an easy way. 30, 30 and 30 are 60. Again a 30, 90. Again a 30. That is 120. Again a 30. That is 180. If you put another 30, it will become 210. It will go more than 200, which we don't want. So stop it from there. Now, shall we count how many 30s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 30s are there. So 5 months. So what is the remaining? 5 30s are 180. But here we have 200. 200 minus 180 is 20 days. Okay. So all what you have to do is simply you have to divide by 30. But I am showing this method by writing 30, 30, 30 for the children who find difficult in dividing with 2-digit numbers. Okay, if you have a problem in dividing with 2-digit numbers, forget it. Don't waste your time. Don't get upset. Don't leave the question. Sometimes when it comes division, you even if it is an easy question, you just tend to leave it. So this is the way I'm showing you, which is easy for you. Count 30 by 30. Counting 30 by 30 is easy, no? Okay, count 30 by 30. The remaining goes as days. Okay, the same method applies to here as well, where you have to write this in years and months. 26 months, how many years? So you know 12 months is 1 year. So out of in this 26, we'll take the 12s out. If you take 1 12, another 12, if you take it out, it's 24. So 2 balance you have. So here you have 2 times. So 2 years and 2 months. Look at 13. In this 13, there is only 1 12. So 1 year and the remaining is 1 month. In 13, if you take 12 out, there is only 1 balance, right? So 1 year and 1 month. Okay. So next, we'll move to the very important place where it is addition and subtraction of time. Okay, now this you have to be very careful. Come, let's go into the question. Now see, 18 plus 11. So when you have this question, now remember I taught you in the mass addition and subtraction, don't add one by one, add column by column. Okay, I remember telling you, if you have watched the video, you have definitely know. Add column by column, not number by number. Okay, so column by column means 18 plus 11. 18 plus 11, how much? 29. Now see days. When you take days and month, 29 days, is it 1 month? No. So if it is a no, if your answer is a no, you have no problem. Okay, you just write 29 here. That's all. Okay, 8 and 2 is 10. That's all done. Look at this now. You add this 22 and 16 is 38. 38 days, do you have a month inside? Yes. Now when you say yes, there is a problem. Yes. Okay, you have something else to do. So now tell me, 38. In 38, you take out 30 because 30 is 1 month. You take out 30. So that is 8 balance. That 8 you have to write here. And this 30 days, you carry it to the month side because if it is 30 days, automatically it becomes a month, right? So this 30 days becomes 1 month. And 8 1 and if you add all this, it's 11. I hope it's clear. Now don't think that we have subtracted here. We have added. We added and we got 38 here. From that 38, we removed 30 and gave to the month side. And the remaining 8 we wrote here. Okay, I hope that is clear for all of you. Please don't get confused. Sorry. Now look at this one. 21 plus 19 is 40. Again, yes, 40. There is 30 is inside, so there's a problem. So what shall we do? 40. Take the 30 out. From 40, if you take the 30 out, what is the balance, children? You have a balance of 10. Yes. So that 10 we are going to write here. And what are we going to do with this 30? We are going to give it to the month. So whereas it doesn't become 30 here, it becomes 1 month. 6, 7, 8, 9 months and 15 years. Okay. I hope it's clear. Right. So now we will look something with subtraction. Subtraction also the same thing. You have to now we'll subtract 23, 15 by 23. That is 8. Okay, so can you really subtract 15 by 23? Yes. So if it is yes, no problem. You can just subtract. Now here you won't have any problem. But look at this, children. 18, you can't take away 24. Now there is a problem. Now what you do is you have to borrow. Usually you borrow one from here, put that one in front of this, all that is the normal addition subtraction. But here, when you borrow a month from here, when the month become days, it becomes 30 days. Am I right? Okay, it becomes 30 days. And altogether here you have 48. Hope it is clear for all of you. From this 48 only you have to subtract 24. Okay, so now it's 24. Now see, 1 month you have given that side. So here you have only 5 months. So 5 take away 2 is 3. Again, a similar example here. 15 you can't take away 18. So what you do is you take 1 month from here. So when month comes to days, it automatically becomes 30 days. So here you have 45. So 45 you have to subtract 18. That is 27. So here you have 5. 5 take away 4 is 1. 3 take away 2 is 1. Okay. Is that clear? Now listen to me very carefully, children. When adding, please adding or subtracting, but whatever you are doing with time units or mass in our previous video we spoke, do it column by column, not number by number. Okay, now when it's addition, when you have more than 30, you have to give it to the month section. When it's subtraction, when you have less than less number to subtract, you have to borrow one from the months. Okay, now I hope it's clear for all of you. Still, I'm telling you, if you have any doubts or anything that you have to ask from me, whether it can be a doubt related to this topic or any topic in mathematics, you can feel free to mail me your doubts. Okay, the mail address is given here. It is z.imran@gmail.com. You can always mail me. And also please like, share and follow my videos and subscribe. And there's a bell button next to subscribe button. Please press that to get all the notification without missing any of it. So thank you so much for watching my video and for the support you have given me throughout. Bye. Take care.